Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikayla and today I have 3 different dinner ideas for you. The first one is shredded buffalo chicken sandwiches, then I have a baked salmon recipe, and lastly I'll show you how I make steak and cheese subs. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. For the shredded buffalo chicken sandwich, I'm going to use some chicken tenderloins, and for the chicken I'll have some olive oil, salt, pepper. I have buffalo sauce, and I'll also use sour cream with it as well. And then for the other part of the sandwich portion, I have some hamburger rolls, lettuce, tomato, and American cheese. I'll start out by adding some olive oil to the pan. I'm just going to season this with salt and pepper as I bake the chicken. Very simple for what we're going to put in the oven. We'll do it at 350. I've got the chicken in the oven. I'm just going to get the cheese ready on the buns here, and I'll place them in the toaster but wait until the chicken is done until I start cooking them. I'm going to go ahead and slice up my tomato for the sandwiches. I'm going to shred the chicken. At this point I have turned the toaster oven on just to toast the rolls and melt the cheese on the buns. Now that I've shredded the chicken up a bit, I'm going to take a heaping spoonful of some sour cream and a quarter of a cup of buffalo sauce. Mix that together. Here is the shredded chicken all mixed up. Here is the shredded buffalo chicken sandwich with a side of roasted potato rounds. If you want to know how to make those, check the video in the description down below. We'll also serve this up with a side of salad. For the salmon recipe, I have 2 fillets of salmon, some olive oil, pepper, salt, a clove of garlic, and I usually use lemon, but I forgot to get it at the store, so we're going to try it with some lime today. I have set the oven to 450 because it's going to take a minute for that to preheat. Added some oil to the pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and just give a quick cold water rinse to the salmon, pat it dry, and place it down on this pan. Okay, I've gone to add the salmon to the pan. I'm going to chop up some garlic. Okay, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I'm going to add a bit more olive oil, just a little bit. Okay, I've scooped up my garlic. Now I'm going to spread the olive oil on top, work that salt and pepper in there, and now I will place some garlic on. And go ahead and get some lime. I'm going to give a good little squeeze. I'm just gonna leave this on here during the cooking process. It's been about 6.5 minutes. You want salmon to be at 145, so I'm going to go ahead and stick in my thermometer into a thicker bit. Okay, so some bits are saying 145, some are in the high 130s, so I'm just going to pop it back in but turn the heat off on the oven and let it finish cooking. Okay, it's been in for 2 minutes or so. Let's try again. Alright, so now I'm getting up around 150. It is definitely done, and we're going to go ahead and plate this up. Here is the salmon plated up. It is such a quick, easy fish dinner, and on the side I have some sauteed kale. If you want to know how to make the kale, just check the description down below. I have a sides video linked. I'm making 3 steak and cheese subs tonight, so I have 3 sub rolls, half a cup of both onion and green pepper chopped, 2 slices of cheese per roll, so I got 6 here total, about a pound of beef sirloin tips, and then for some seasonings I have olive oil, Montreal steak seasoning, salt and pepper, and mayonnaise. So add some olive oil to a pan and turn it on to a medium heat and get my onions and green peppers in there, add some salt and pepper, and let them saute off. Then I'll turn my other pan onto a medium heat, let that olive oil warm up, and add some salt and pepper to the sirloin tips, along with the Montreal steak seasoning. Right after I get the peppers and meat on the heat, I will go ahead and split my slices of cheese in half and put them on both sides of the bread. I'll put it into the toaster and just wait until the meat is almost done cooking, and then I'll start it. But I just like to get them in there ready to go. The meat has been on the heat for about 3 minutes. I've been sauteing the onions and green peppers for about 7 minutes, stirring occasionally. Now I will let them just sit on a low heat until everything is ready. You can see I've been cutting up these sirloin tips. This is going to help those centers cook along without burning the outsides, and they'll also be in small pieces to add right to our steak and cheese when they're done. I'll just do a couple more minutes on the heat, checking just make sure that I don't overcook them. This is one of the subs. I've had it in the toaster for 2 to 3 minutes just to get it to melt the cheese. Now I will add some mayonnaise to it. Alright, now I'm going to add some peppers and onion onto the sub rolls. Now I will add some steak. Now I'll just close up the sandwich. I have made this with shaved steak before. The price at the store was actually pretty much the same between the shaved steak and the sirloin tips, and I do prefer it with the sirloin tips, so I went ahead and made it with those today. Here is the steak and cheese subs. We'll usually have this with some steamed veggies on the side. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed learning the recipes in today's video. If you end up trying any of them, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Next week I will be doing 3 additional dinner ideas, so if you don't want to miss those recipes, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned.